So, apologies for if you thought I looked dead at the beginning. I didn't want to be glamified because I was trying to let an allergic reaction clear up off my face. My skin was really horrible. But anyways, starting this off, this is a seafoam color. I'll make sure I link the colors down below. But I did the seafoam color on one side as the root color. This color, I was looking at it right here because I was like, it didn't look like it was really, the hair was catching the color. So I was trying my best to work that color in and get it back and forth. Yeah, it just looked like it was going to be too many white spots or blonde spots. So like I was really trying to work this in. And I did not add conditioner. This is a condition-based hair dye, and that's all from the hair dye. All that. No conditioner added, even though it looks like I did. But only the seafoam color was like that. So, I don't know. But yeah, you can see I'm trying to work it in. I don't really comb through my dyes, but this color, I made a point to comb the piece because you see it wasn't really looking like it was catching all on the hair like I wanted to. So I was combing it and then putting some more dye on there to try to make sure everything was saturated completely. Just going back and forth with my brush, working it in. I'm not gonna lie, for this seafoam, like, it was just not working for me. And then when I was combing it, like, all the conditioner or whatever you see, it was just too much for me. And it was getting on my nerves. It was really annoying me. But I'm doing it, working the tips in. I did do the split dye. I really think I probably picked two colors that was too close to each other because one side starts off with the seafoam and another side starts off with the blue. Anyways, so this is the whole green side. I'm just going to comb through it. And you see how you can see like the blonde spots? I was really not feeling this. But when it dried, it did. Or later on, sitting on there, it looks better. This is the blue. Now, you see the blue saturated so much better. And it wasn't as conditioning. That's not a word. I couldn't even say it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. It wasn't all that conditioner and whatever. So, I'm just doing this blue side. This blue took so much better. And yeah, just gonna keep working that right on in until I'm finished this whole back side. I will say this blue was starting to look like the green. So I was like, did I make a mistake and dip the little brush in there? But please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and press the notification button to my new videos. Here I'm using my little clear film to protect to try to get the hair from being on the blonde spots I'm going to be using. I can't talk today. Anyways, I'm once again going over the seafoam because, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. And putting my little foam. And now to the fun part, which took me 4 hours to do. So, I am taking little sections, and I don't care about using my nails because I was getting my nails done the next day anyway. So I was like, whatever. I work better without nails. So I'm starting with my base color. This is the seafoam side or the green side. I'm going to put that right there. This also helps hold the film in place as well. Start off with the yellow because this is the middle color. And then I'm going in with the purple. My bad. I lied. Apologies. So, yes, I started off with the middle color because I did want a lot of yellow. I've been liking yellow a lot. So, and I'm just going back and forth because I want to make sure this color gets in there very, very good. So, and I'm constantly going back over the same color, the seafoam, the purple, the yellow, and then this pink as well, just to blend the colors as best as possible. So, and sometimes I do go directly over the color. I feel like that helps blend it as possible. I didn't want it to look like too much of a line between the colors. So now I'm going in with the pink. I will say once everything was done, the colors did kind of change. Like this pink looks pink now, but it looks orange once the hair was rinsed and dried. But it is what it is. So, yes, constantly going back over the colors. And then I'm going to finish with the green, which is my root color. So, and I'm just going to keep continuing this until this side is finished. You do see me putting the color on both sides, the root color. I feel like that helps me make sure that both sides is saturated as much as possible. So, and going back and forth with the brush, just trying to make sure that color gets saturated as much as it can, especially with this seafoam because it was doing its own thing. I do not continue to start with the yellow again. I just want to place the middle color first, and then from there, I just start putting on whatever colors I just felt like doing, but still putting the brush back and forth and making sure I can get it as saturated as possible. Now we're to the back side. This is still the seafoam side, but the back of the head. I tried to make sure I lined it up as much as possible. You can see where on the back, I did kind of start off with the middle after I did the base color or the root color, apologies. Because I was trying to get this as close as possible. So constantly I was like moving the little clear foam to try to make sure it lined up. And the back is a bigger section, so I was trying to make sure I saturated the hair as much as possible. This is the green side, finally finished. I got my little clear foams I got from Color Track protecting it. Now the blue side, I will say I wish I would have started from the front, but I started from the back, and you see me moving the clear foam, trying to make sure that it lines up, and I'm just trying to make it as saturated as possible, moving the foam, putting the brush back and forth, and not foam but clear film, and just trying to make sure I can line this up as best as I can. So you don't have to line it up. It's whatever you're going for, because there are looks with it not lined up. It's just not the look I was going for. I was trying to line it up as much as possible. So this is just me. Do whatever your heart sets free for or fond of. And there is no particular way I'm doing this. I was kind of working from middle, bottom to top. Then I started working from top on to down. So I was just doing whatever because at this point I was tired. I was ready for this process to be over. It took me 4 hours. 4 hours. Here I am constantly putting my little clear film because the more you go up, then it's like the color switch spot, so to keep it from like looking too crazy. So right here, I'm actually putting dye at the bottom. I realized it wasn't showing on the camera. So this helps to keep the film in place, to keep it from sliding if you put the dye at the root and the bottom. So that's why I will start doing that. And you're just going to continue the process. And here it's all done. I did the side, the other blue side in the front, and we're finished. So guys, this is what it looked. It's actually still wet because I liked how it looked when it air dried on its own. It kind of crinkles. You can see I tried to make it as even as possible in the front. And like I said, please forgive my face. I had no makeup.